Hello, guys. So we are at the last week of the month of Leo, still having all this force of desire, approaching the month of Virgo, in which we're going to have a lot of work to do, a huge spiritual work to do. But that is for another movie. This time, we want to concentrate on the work that we have to do this week. And the whole work we have to do this week has to do with our vision. We think that vision is something that is just receiving, right? The eyes constat, like the eyes just say, this is report, okay? It's something passive, right? I see something, this is what I see. No, this portion, this chapter, this week, the frequency of this week, and with the help of the teaching of the Zohar, and of course, Michael, Monica, Ravberg, Karenberg, all the classes that exist on Kabbalah.com, helps us to understand something extraordinary. The view is not passive. The view is the way that I look at things in life, decide which life I'm going to have. Before we're going to go deeper, I want you to start with one question. What are the blessings that you want to reach in your life? As I said, we are preparing for the month of Virgo. It's going to get bigger. But right now, taking the point of this, this moment, this week, what are the blessings that you would like to have in your life? Think about it. I want to read in the Zohar. There's no Zohar for this chapter, so I chose another paragraph that has to do with the sight. Okay, so you just listen and write down all the blessings that you want. I'm going to read into the Zohar a paragraph that helps us to change the vision or change our understanding about the vision. וחד הסתכן בחיוורה, משתכחין כולהו להשגחה לכל מראי קשות, להוטבה על מה בגיניהו, וכל השגחותה דאהו חיוורה, הווי לטב על ישראל, והשגח בסומקה למען דאקין להו. הדאו דכתיב ראו ראיתי, ראו להוטבה לון, ראיתי לנקמה לון. מתעדכין לון ובגין כך כתיב אורה, למה תישן השם הקיצה, אל תזנח לנצח. הורה, אורה והקיצה, תרי השגחותה, תרי פקיחין, תרי תבן, רחמי ונוקמין. There are many angles to the idea of vision, and I'm going to give you all the different points today. The first one, the first thing that the Kabbalists are teaching us is, guys, if you want to have blessings or more blessings or specific blessings in your life, what has to change is pkichat enaim, the opening of your eyes. So as I said, normally we would think, I see something, I report, this is the way it is. No. The first thing that needs to change is, how do I translate what my eyes are seeing? We are in a chaotic world. We are in an illusionary reality. We are in a fragmented reality. We don't see, it's like over water. Yes, we don't see what happened and with what happens under the water. We don't see, because of the five senses, we don't see clearly what is under all the situations that we see. We can see a person that look like, a homeless, and we will decide, we will judge, we will say that person is homeless. Maybe that person, it's the rich person of the city, but it just doesn't like to dress up. God knows, right? Or that person, or you come to a situation, you hear a person saying something not nice, you judge that this person is not nice. You don't know what happened just before. We see just 1%, just the just the peak of the iceberg. We don't see the big picture. We don't see the big picture. Knowing this, it depends on us how we are going to relate with the world around us. What are we going to do with what we see? So the first thing is this realization, understanding, knowledge that everything is confused in this five senses world. And what I see is not falsely what I see. Many times in Kabbalah, the beginning the beginning of the study of Kabbalah, we are giving the example of material. This bottle, you think it's matter, right? But you think about it, it's empty. Why? Because it's all atoms. What is connecting between one nuclear of atom to another nuclear of atom? Nothing. Space, electrons that runs around. So you understand that everything that we have around is empty. Highly recommend the book Nano by Rav Berg. It explains much deeper this whole concept. But so what are we saying? We don't see truth. We see what the world wants us to see, or what we see, we think we see. Knowing this, we have a choice. Am I putting myself on the frequency of this confused world? Or am I putting myself on a frequency of the light? And when I put myself on a frequency of truth, I start to sense and to see other things. When I see that person homeless and I pause and say, 1 second, maybe there's something else in here. I want to see the truth. You will have different hints and things that will happen that will allow you to know the truth. So before I'm going into the way, yes, to do that move from one frequency to another, the first step is to know that there is that what we see is confused. What we see is illusionary. What we see is full of layers that covers the truth. Okay, so now that brings us to another thing, which is the vision about ourselves, the vision about a specific situation. And you can judge that things happen to me. Okay, let's say I didn't got this job. It's bad, right? This is the way I see it. I'm looking for a job. I didn't get this job. It's bad. But again, if I judge it bad, it's going to be bad. If I decide that my eyes seeing like they decided that this is bad, it's going to be bad. If I am choosing being on that frequency of light and I say, 1 second, there is something good because of my eyes, I know there is something good in this situation, the most horrible situation will turn to be good for us. Our eyes are not passive. They create our reality. And it's also not about things that happens to us, it's also about us. We don't see the value of who we are. And therefore, we are not pushing ourselves and we're just, neglecting things and just not trying out of our comfort zone, not trying extra of what we think we can. We just stay in that, realm of that's what I am, that's what I can, that's who I am. When we are capable to change the sight and to realize how beautiful and how powerful our soul is, we are not going to give up on that. We're not going to neglect that. We're going to fight to spread that light that we have inside of us, knowing that our light is so important for this world. The light of each and every one of us is important for the world. It's thanks to each and every one of us that the world can shift completely, just because one person chose to share her light, not ego. Okay? When a person works to share her light, this is how things start to change also in the world. And this is also how the person becomes more happy. That's one of the reasons why a person is not happy, because the person is not doing exactly what the person needs to do in this lifetime. So there are a few things that this portion is giving us. One is to see the blessing in everything that happens to us, to seek for the good, not to compromise. That's what happened. Yeah, it's a bad situation. No, this is the situation, challenging, but I know, just studied, that there is something good that hides in this situation. I'm not going to give up. I want to see it. I'm insisting. Show me, asking the light, show me how this situation is beneficial for me, for the surrounding, for the world. I don't give up. I know there is good in this situation. Then, if it's hard for me to see it, and I still feel down and painful and sad because of that situation, I want to look for a way to share. One of the reasons why we are not able to switch to the frequency of the light is because we don't, as I said, do what we suppose, share the energy of our soul properly, and share and being like the light, sharing like the light, sharing, changing, going out of our comfort zone is actions that allow me to be like the light. And when it is like this, I click with the frequency of the light, and that's what helps me to see the reality with the vision, with the eyes of the light. So you see that the tools of sharing is not just a nice, I'm a nice guy, I'm going to share. No. Sharing is an instrument that allows me to change frequency. And when I change frequency to the frequency of the light, I change my vision, and then I change my reality, because I see things differently, and then it allows me to choose that this situation is good, and then the situation that I'm living are good and not bad. Okay, it's clear. Okay, so now the question is, how can I create that change, the change inside? The first thing, in order for me to create that transformation, yes, to change my side, the first thing is appreciation of the tools. When I'm about to study, when I'm about to read the Zohar, 72 names, Ana Bekoach, all the different tools that Kabbalah suggests us, each time I'm coming to use them, to take a moment to appreciate. How meritable are we? Yes, how much merit do we have that we know about those tools that can create an opening for us? Connecting to it changes our consciousness. We see it. And if not, we need to ask, how can we do more? How can we do different? And we need to insist that we want to see the miracles. But take a moment to appreciate. The second thing is to see what happens to me, to be aware of the change that happens to me just by the excitement that I had thanks of using the tools in a different way, with a different appreciation. And how much it opens me to run after opportunities, to do more, to use more of those tools. Then, the third thing is whenever I meet a situation that is challenging, or I consider before I would call it bad, I would pause. And I would pause and remind myself, every situation that I see has the cover, and the cover can look like something catastrophic, but behind this cover, there is the light. And the light is only good. So I am not going to be convinced of what I see. I am looking for the truth. My eyes are looking for the truth. I know there is something good hiding in the situation. I am insisting to see it. In this way, you already change on the way to change frequency, to the frequency of the light. If by any chance, as we said, it's not happening, you still feel down and not convinced, find something to share. If it is sharing the knowledge, giving a pocket-sized Zohar or a Zohar to someone that you know, if it is sharing in different ways with people that you know or through the Kabbalah Center, find a way to share. In that moment, what's going to happen is that your frequency is going to change. It's going to shift to the frequency of the light. And then you're going to get strength to your vision to see it with the light, with the eyes of the light. And the last point, which is ourself. We said that it's very important to share our light. And many times we don't see the light that we have inside of us, and therefore we are not insisting to share, and we are giving up on our personal light until, you know, it's just becoming so small, and we think, okay, what difference do I make? But again, each and every one of us makes a big difference in this world. If you are here in this world, it's because this world cannot live without you. It's because your contribution to the world will shift, will help the big shift. It's those, you know, another soul and another soul and another soul until everything changes. But if I will not do I will not share my light, there will be a light missing to the big picture. So each and every one of us is important to share his light, and it's important for us to see the beautiful light that we have inside of us, so we will share it out loud. So we will give it around us. Don't give up on it. Don't close on that. And in order to be able to do that and to be able to see my own light, there are a few things to do. And it helps us with the sight. Yes, everything has to do with the sight. So one, and again, we're approaching to the next month of Virgo, so it's really we're already starting. The first thing is to know that every time I remove negativity, it reveals light. So everything that I do when I scan Zohar, study, or whatever I do, I want to meditate, to tune myself, that it helps me to reveal my negativity. Remember, there is my light, which is my soul, and there is the cover, which is the opponent, is not me. And that's what I want to discover. So every action every action that I do that reveals light, I want to meditate that it helps me to see my negativity and to expose my negativity. The next thing is that it's good to expose my negativity, because when I'm exposing my negativity, the negativity cannot run away. So it has to be removed from me. Okay, so it's good to expose my negativity. Then the next point is the fact that I was capable to see my negativity, to work through it, not to allow it to penetrate again. Yes, that helps me to remove and to convert. Instead of having that quantity of darkness, there will be that quantity of light that will be added to me. So I get extra energy for every negativity that I exposed. And of course, when I'm exposing from myself, as we said, it's exposing from the world. The negativity is exposed from the world. So understand the work that we have individually for us, but also for the world. Now, when we are doing this kind of work, when we are clearing more and more negativity and exposing more and more parts of my soul, the soul has affinity with the light of the Creator. So what's going to happen? All the blessings from the infinite world will shine upon each and every one of us. So that comes back to the question that we ask, what are the blessings that we want? In order to have those blessings and more, this is the process I need to go through. Changing my sight, going out of myself, sharing, changing, using, appreciating, all those things for me to remove this negativity, helping the world to remove the negativity, converting negativity into light, and opening my soul to have this union, affinity with the infinite world, and allowing the merge with the infinite energy into my life. So I'm wishing you very this week really to be focused on this work. Okay, write down, know what you're changing, know your negativity, know your light. Don't give up on your energy. Share as much as you can and find ways to share. And I wish you really to have a very powerful week. Stay tuned, as Saturday night we're going to enter into the month of Virgo. And as I promised, it is going to be in another video. All the best. Have a good week.